invite Associate Professor Dr. Kemal Boharaloğlu for his speech.
Okay. First of all, you are most welcome to our lovely island Cyprus, and I hope you enjoy your visit in Cyprus in scientific and cultural aspects. Today, I don't want to give a boring lecture. It will take about 30 minutes. I will mention about the mythology, and I will cover some philosophical aspects of the medicine. As far as I understand, you guys don't take the pharmacology lecture, all of you, right? So if you have any question, you can ask. If you have any question, just raise your hand and ask me, okay? Here is our agenda. I will talk about the pharmacy and the drugs, history of the drugs, and I will introduce you what is Pharmakon concept, because I'm pharmacologist, okay? You guys are taking pharmacognosy, you will become pharmacists, okay? All of these words, our pharmacy words related to Pharmakon. Pharmakon means drug, yes, but not just drug. Today I will stress that Pharmakon simply not drug, and you need to know this because some approaches, especially in complementary and alternative medicine, and they can be dangerous. So Pharmakon also means poison, also means magic. I will explain by using examples. I will give example from Homer, okay? Most likely you guys know it. If you don't know it, hopefully you guys watched the Troy, right? Brad Pitt, right? And I will give example from Goethe, and we will make a conclusion. Okay. I have been in Cyprus nearly 3 years. I love the landscape, and this is one of them. Surmagar Monastery, okay? Surmagar means Virgin Mary. It's an Armenian monastery. So during their travel to and from the Holy Land, and these pilgrims stayed there during the 15th century. So in front of this monastery, with Mehmet Hoca, we found a beautiful mandragora of Snarum. You guys have taken pharmacognosy lecture, maybe? Mandragora of Snarum contains one alkaloid. It is scopolamine, okay? And this mandragora of Snarum was used to flavor wine at ancient times, okay? So when we are talking about ancient wines, it's not just alcohol, okay? It's also added herbs, and one of them is mandragora of Snarum. And one of the unique characteristics of the human beings, Homo sapiens, is to take the medicine, okay? We are drug-taking animals, actually. As the human being evolved, our approach to drug or medicines is also evolved. But one thing is clear, drugs still have risks, okay? So we will mention how important it is. Drugs can be seen as a simple tools, actually, okay? In the nature, it is difficult to get nodules of the fleet, okay? You need to find it, you need to process it to make axes or knives. It is same with the drugs. You cannot get easily medication from the nature, okay? You need to find the right plant, you need to process it, you need to manufacture it. So medicines can be simply seen as a tools, okay? And these tools we want to control with these tools, we want to control our lives and to make it better and longer. But one thing is much more interesting. Drugs can be seen as a special substances with supernatural powers. In the ancient time, the world was alive with good and evil spirits, and evil spirits makes the sickness. Accordingly, medicines worked through the supernatural means. So, in that sense, drugs are not simply tools, but they have also magical properties. Okay? And pharmacy has flourished in fertile valleys. For example, Nile is the best example. Okay? And Pharmakon is the term that gives the term of the pharmacy. And Pharmakon is an Egyptian word which means bestower of the security, protector of the security. Okay? So, as a pharmacist, we need to be careful about the purity of the drugs. Otherwise, we are not bestowing the security of the patient or the drug. And we can give more examples. Tigris and Euphrates, Yellow and Yangtze, these rivers are found in China, and China has special therapy, still affects today, many of them. Indus rivers, and Ayurveda comes from India. So you guys hopefully see rivers gives the fertile valleys which determines the flora. Flora means the plants, okay? And flora gives the alkaloids. Not just alkaloids, but alkaloids are pretty much important, okay? When I say alkaloids, it contains nitrogen atomic site, and it affects the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system, both of them. That's why I'm concentrating on alkaloids. Here, when you see the biosynthesis of the alkaloids, you can see the tryptophan gives the indole alkaloids, okay? This happens in the plants, but as you guys know, tryptophan is the precursor of serotonin in human body also, okay? So we have common TAM, which comes from the soil. Plant use the same amino acids. We are using the same amino acids, okay? That's why plants can affect our lives as a medicine, or can be poison too, okay? Here another example, tyrosine. Tyrosine gives the phenylethylamines. These are also the alkaloids, but phenylethylamines are the precursor of catecholamines, which you guys will see in the autonomic nervous system, okay? Don't worry if you don't see it, but what I'm trying to say is plants and human are using the same substances to communicate. Cells are communicating this way, okay? So amino acids are not just building blocks. Here you can see the autonomic nervous system, which is very complicated, but this is what, who can tell me? This is claviceps purpura. Yes. Yes, definitely. And it contains ergo alkaloids. Ergo alkaloids are alpha blockers, right? And this is Rowolfia serpentina. It contains reserpine, and reserpine is adrenergic neuron blocker, okay? And this is ephedrine specialis, and it contains ephedrine. Ephedrine is sympathetic stimulant, okay? This is Atropa belladonna. It contains atropine, and it blocks muscarinic receptors. So you guys hopefully better understand what I'm trying to say, okay? Let's begin with Pharmakon concept, okay? After this brief background information, Pharmakon actually is a mixed concept. It means remedy and also poison, okay? If you take too much drug, you will get poisoned. And Paracelsus underlines by saying that the difference between drug and poison is dose. Okay, very nice. And Pharmakon also means magic, protection against evil spirits, I have explained. If the evil spirit causes the disease, so you need to use drug which will fight with evil spirit. Perfume, pigment, magical charm, filter, talisman, or recreational drug all means pharmakon, and effective speech, interestingly, means pharmakon. So pharmakon is a mixed concept in ancient Greek, okay? But the common term is perception-altering power, okay? But look at the World Health Organization definition. Okay, a substance or product that affects physiological systems to the potential to prevent, investigate, cure the disease, or enhance physical or mental welfare. This definition is much more narrow, okay, when compared to pharmakon, and it has positive connotations. Okay, but pharmakon also means poison. So pharmakon has both positive and negative connotations. Are drugs still magical today? No. We said no, but you guys know this guy, Paul Ehrlich, okay? This is Salvarsan, and it is synthesized in 1907. And as Salvarsan has selective effect on microorganisms, this great scientist coined the term for Salvarsan, magic bullet. Pharmakon concept is still alive. When we find a selective drug, we coin the term magical, okay? Oops. Let's start with Homer. Before starting the Odyssey, let me mention about the Homer. Actually, it is not just one guy, it's called Homer. It's a group of storytellers. And here you can see he is blind. And underline the fact that blind people have better memory, okay? They are expert on storytelling. And Homer, according to some historians, not just one man, okay? And Odyssey, which is a major literary source on various phenomena related to human experience and knowledge, okay? It's very, very important book. And two beautiful women in Odyssey, one of them is Helena. He used Nepenthes, and Kirke is a witch, okay? Odyssey used the Kirke's drug to prevent its effect. He used Molly. Let's check what is Nepenthes, okay? Lena Kruger, the best choice in the field, okay? For Helen, she's something, okay? Then Helen, let me read, and while I'm reading, okay, try to solve the pharmacological puzzle, okay? What could be the Nepenthes? It's not magic at all, okay? It's a chemical, it's an alkali. Let's try to find what is this chemical. Then Helen thought of something else. She quickly dropped into the wine. They were enjoying drug, which, let me tell you, she dropped something into the wine. So what I said, it could be mandragora of Sinarum, the berries, okay? Eased man's pains and irritations, making them to forget their troubles. So it should be central nervous system depressant, okay, in pharmacological aspects. A drink of this, once mixed with wine, would guarantee no man would let a tear fall on his cheek for one whole day, okay? There is no tear, okay? There is no lacrimation, which can indicate it could be antimuscarinic effect, okay? So, propanalkaloids have antimuscarinic effect. So, Nothing is magical in this world, okay? If we cannot explain, we can say it's magical, okay? As long as, okay, until we explain it. You want to say something? Okay. Not even his mother and his father died, or if on his own presence, man armed with swords hacked down his brother, his son, and as he looked on, okay? And they mentioned in Odysseus, drugs, these plants have beneficial and poisonous effects, okay? And what could be in appendix, this is Akil Muhtar Özden, this is the first Turkish pharmacology professor, okay, in Turkey. And he says, most likely the substance was opium, okay? Opium has sedative effects. And opium is mixed with, in the wine, antimuscarinic compounds that come from the plants. And you guys know this story. After abduction of the Helen, War of Troy has begun. And after the war ended, Odysseus has a difficulty to turn back his home, Ithaca, right? And during this, Odysseus simply means, okay, literally means a very difficult journey. You can understand why, because Troy is here, Ithaca is here, and he is wandering around the Mediterranean to find the home, okay? This is Odysseus. And in the Kirkes Island, Odysseus, okay, the clever guy, okay, in the Troy, okay, he came across as Kirke. Kirke is a witch. I said in the mythological sources, she is called Dionysos Odyssea, which means a terrible goddess with a human voice. Okay, and into the wine she stirs wicked drugs, Pharmakon, and most likely she is using solanicet plants, berries of belladonna, the Tristramonium, and Eucalyptus niger, and here you can see the tropon alkaloids, okay, atropine and scopolamine. And first of all, comrades of the Odysseus came across with this witch. This witch gives some wine, and what they find out that these comrades, nuns of the Odysseus, find themselves turn into beasts. One of them become pig, one of them become ox, okay? How this could be possible? If you check the atropine's effect, and if you drink too much wine, okay, you are a sailor basically, and you find a witch which gives you wine, which means that you can drink a lot of wine, right? And when you look at the dose-dependent effects of the atropine, here you can see bigger than 10 milligram, it causes hallucinations. So today's explanation for Kirke's pharmacologia is atropines or other antimuscarinic side effects, because at high doses it causes hallucinations. But as I said, the Odysseus is a clever guy, and he understands that he cannot use force, okay? With sword, it's not possible to conquer the Kirke, and by the advice of the Hermes, he used the effective drug or Pharmakon Eslo. Hermes said, you can, this is snowdrops, I guess, and Galanthus alvezi, he used the roots of the Galanthus alvezi, and this Galanthus species contains galantamine, okay? After using that plant, okay, taking the galantamine, literally, okay, and goes to the Kirke. And Kirke's drug has no effect because galantamine is acetylcholine esterase inhibitor, so it increases acetylcholine levels, And the Kirkase troponin alkylase doesn't work. It's pharmacological antagonism, actually, okay? So let's come to today. How much a drug can change a man, okay? Didier Jambard, a French physician, used Parkinson drugs, and this Parkinson drug, actually ropinirole, caused compulsive behaviors, and he became another man, okay? But this drug affects pleasure center, and you are seeking pleasure, actually. So for me, nothing has changed. If you cannot explain, we say it's toxic, it's magical, but it's not, okay? Let's concentrate on the Goethe's Faust and hellish allegories, and this bad medicine, okay, gives more harm than benefit. Here was the medicine, the patients died. No one asked who tried. So how with the hellish allegories in these valleys, these mountains, raged worse than any plague, which means that this medicine killed patients more than the disease, the plague, okay, like that, actually. I have myself given the poison to 1,000, they withdrew, they must live to see the impudent murderers are praised. So some drugs kills the people. Let's look at today. Same story, you guys know the thalidomide, it's teratogenic, but it advertised total safe in pregnant women. And in American Congress, some substances doesn't have seen as a food, not drug. So they don't have to register it, okay? But they cause a lot of problem. I will give one example. And Vioxx is another one, and Vioxx COX-2 inhibitor. After it is marketed, it is found that it protects your stomach, but it kills you, you know. And let's continue to look at the current situation in complementary and alternative medicines. And they say they are selling adulterated herbals, okay? You need to be very careful about it. Remember the meaning of Pharmakon. Pharmakon means bestower of the security. And if some people selling adulterated herbals, okay, you need to be very careful about these products as a pharmacist. Herbal without herbs. You are giving money to get some St. John's wort, but you get nothing. Thanks to Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act of Dietary Supplement, which is passed in American Congress, okay, in 1994. And homeopathy is not effective treating any condition. Australian reports finds, okay? The data come from your country. And miracle cure. So if something says magical or cure all, okay, as a pharmacist, please, when you are approaching, please hesitate. Think about more, okay? There is nothing magical in this world. And this Congress, okay, 29th Congress, concentrate on the cancer, but medical errors are as dangerous as cancer, you know. And this is the United States statistics. And look at here, that in United States, the first one is heart disease, the second one cancer, the third one is medical error. So while we are trying to cure the patients, actually we are not always successful. And remember the Faust, okay? Hellish allegories, hellish remedies gives more harm than benefit. Nothing has changed, in my opinion. So, let's conclude. Understanding of how drugs worked changed dramatically. So, we are Can you imagine? We can even explain the mythological stories. Today's pharmacists should understand the deep-seated role of medicines in human history. And this is pretty much important. Common wisdom about the medicines is a mixture of myth and science, folklore and demonstrated fact. To approach scientifically, we need to discriminate myth from science. Old ideas melt with new concepts, produce faulty jumble that can lead patients into the trouble. This is one example. St. John's wort supplements endanger success of organ transplantation. Okay, these are the examples I'm giving in my lectures. Okay, so you are getting St. John's wort to fight with depression. It's a natural way. Okay, because you have an organ transplant, but this St. John's wort activates. Okay, stop-on P450 enzymes and immune suppressants doesn't work. So organ rejection by natural products. To learn the development of ideas concerning the drugs as well as the evolution of the profession increases our ability to adjust to the challenges presented as our professional roles expand. Okay, let me finish and then last slide. And then okay, we are now focusing on clinical pharmacy, pharmaceutical care, medication therapy management, but we also need to know the complementary and alternative medicine also, okay? We need to know how Pharmakon concept has changed, but one thing doesn't change, drugs have still risks, and we need to be careful about it. Let me finish with Aristotle's, if you would understand anything, observe its beginning and its development, okay? So please learn the history of pharmacy, okay, or what you are interested in. Okay, questions? Yes?
Can you go back to slides? Okay. You said St. John wort, yeah, it's like it depresses human organs. But we are taking some drug to suppress our immunity to our the new organ to don't make any problems with our immunity. But if you take both of drugs, like some drug and the drug that suppress our immunity.
Let me clarify, okay? These patients who had organ transplant need to use immune suppressants such as azathioprine, okay? And with azathioprine, if you use, okay, together, St. John's wort activates your liver enzymes, and azathioprine cannot reach its clinical effective concentration. If it's not reached the clinical effective concentration, azathioprine cannot suppress the immune system. If it cannot suppress the immune system, organ rejection occurs. Okay. Any question? Yes.
Thank you very much. I'd like to know, are there proper guidelines or steps that have been taken that we need to take as pharmacy students, and when we become pharmacists, towards ensuring that the drugs put out there are not adulterated, and that they've been, gone through the necessary tests that we need to, just to be more aware and to prevent buying adulterated drugs and everything we need to know basically.
Okay. If it's a drug, there is no problem. Before registration, okay, before entering the market, the company needs to show drug has enough quality. But if it's a dietary supplement, the government needs to show, okay, this dietary supplement doesn't have enough quality. Okay, that's the problem. So some products could be legal to sell, but they still carry the risk. This is the most dangerous thing in our world. Okay, legal doesn't mean safe when it comes to therapy.
So how do we find out if it's safe, even though it's legal?
If you are not sure, do not suggest. This is the most secure way. Okay. Any question? Okay.